Hello everybody and welcome back to another exciting episode of So Bad It's Good, the show I make to keep myself from killing myself, but is actually making things a lot worse. Today we're going to be talking about a country song, because I know there's nothing people on YouTube love more than country music. This video was made by a woman named Gail Allred, a woman who looks like a tanning bed mom look-alike, and sounds pretty much like her too. Now, what I want you to know is, the reason I'm reviewing this thing is because when looking at it, I found several cover versions for it, for what I truly hope are purely ironic purposes. Now, since this thing has clearly so many devoted fans, I mean, it must be good, right? So with no further ado, let's really bask in the beauty of this thing, and try not to kill ourselves. And I'm gonna try not to interrupt this time. But let's be honest, I'm probably gonna interrupt. Play the fucking clip. Alright, so we're at the 20-second mark and I'm already interrupting. First of all, who else gets a really creepy vibe from this? Let's look at this. She has an attempt to be the sort of sexy teacher character with her I have a stick and I'll punish you thing, but she looks like a living leather handbag. Now, despite being a teacher, for some reason her table is covered with alcohol, and she just walks around class and picks the men who will have to have sex with her tonight. She's like, you, and you, you're coming to my sex dungeon, whether you like it or not. And need I remind you that we haven't even heard her voice yet. So let's just keep going and try not to stop ourselves too much this time. In order to be a man. Okay. So this is apparently being sung by Kenny's mom from South Park. I think that there should be some sort of litmus test for people who want to make music videos. So you stand in front of a microphone, and that microphone automatically assesses the quality of your voice, and if you sound anything like Gail here, you get shot. Automatically. A shotgun pops out of the wall and blasts your head off. In order to be a man, you gotta toe the line, and as long as you're able, we'll do just fine. Now my baby should only have eyes for me. I know there's some girls you wanna see. Well, that's when my 3-second rule comes into play. You can only look for 3 seconds, then look away. Right, let's stop here and talk a little bit about the first verse, okay? Let's really talk about the lyrics. Let's try to ignore the fact that Gail isn't actually singing, she's just sort of talking into the microphone, and that she has a very disturbing and unnecessary backup group that just kind of bumps in for no reason and screams, "Now my baby," and just kind of creeps out anyone who's listening to it, and really talk about the message this song is trying to convey to you, okay? Let's really get into that. So, she has a 3-second rule which says that even though there are some girls that sometimes you want to see, like, you know, your mother, your sister, family members, women on the street, you're only allowed to look at them for 3 seconds, okay? I know there's some girls you want to see, but 3 seconds, that's it. You walk into your house, your mom's like, "Hey honey, what would you like to eat?" "Well, ma, I like some pork chops, I like a sandwich," and I'm done. "Honey, what are you doing? Why are you staying?" "I'm sorry, mom, Lisa told me I can't talk to you no more." "Honey, you're scaring me." "Mom, by the way, I ran over 3 women on the street today. They were in the middle of the road, they didn't move out of my line of sight in 3 seconds, so I just closed my eyes and kept on driving." Now what I like most about this verse is that to Gail, women have a 3-second rule, much like a Cheeto you dropped on the ground and are trying to decide whether to pick it back up and eat it, which is fitting because Gail herself looks sort of like a Cheeto someone dropped on the ground. It's called a 3-second rule. I want to stop for a second and address the visuals in this video. The plot doesn't really make sense to me because, as you see, they seem to have constructed a giant school to teach grown-ass men how to not look at women for more than 3 seconds, but they don't seem to be doing very well because they spend most of their time teaching them how to awkwardly line dance.
When you're walking down the street, I see you having a pee. Just stay behind the line and within the time frame, 'cause I'm all you need. That's when my 3-second rule comes into play. Woo, you can only look for 3 seconds, then look away. It's called a 3-second.
Alright, so we're done with the first verse, we're done with the chorus, and now we move on to the second verse. Now, in the second verse, I don't really have that much to complain about in the lyric department, but I do want everyone to pay attention at how badly everything is choreographed. I mean, they clearly gave these guys directions, but they didn't really understand them, and they couldn't be bothered to do another take. Like, okay, everyone here knows what they're supposed to do, except this guy over here drops his hat or picks it up, and again, here this guy is doing a gang sign at the camera, and they're like, "Hey, maybe we could move the camera back and do it again." And Gail was like, "Nah, whatever. I need to go home and take my afternoon nap. Okay, in my fucking tanning bed, so I can really get that cancer I've been wanting for Christmas."
Rules mean you only look, but you cannot touch. Anything more would leave it to chance too much. Now the rules were made for breaking, but I'm only asking for 3 seconds. 3 seconds on the line, I hope it's not asking too much.
Alright, so here we move on to the next verse. I took the liberty of fast forwarding through the chorus because nothing particularly interesting happens here, except this bizarre scene where Gail knocks off the hats of a bunch of guys who are sitting in her classroom to sort of embarrass them about their receding hairlines. Like, this guy looks like he's genuinely terrified of people seeing that he's got the little bald spot starting to pop up on top. So now we move on to the second verse, and here the lyrics get perpetually more perplexing because here she says something that is truly disturbing to me. Apparently, in the school, she needs to specify to people that they cannot touch women. I mean, clearly that's already a given, but let's remember rule number 1. Rule number 1 is that you can't look at them for more than 3 seconds. Who are these guys? Who are these fucking sex offenders that need to have it explained to them that you can't touch a woman who you only looked at for 3 seconds? Who is she trying to date here? Donald Trump? Hey, topical jokes. Anyways, so that's enough of this. Let's just go right ahead to the final verse here, to the final chorus, and look what happens.
It's called a 3-second rule, like the kind of rules you had in school. It's just my 3-second rule. It's designed to keep my man in line as long as he knows the 3-second rule, like the kind of rules you had in school. It's just my 3-second rule. It's designed to keep my man in line as long as he knows the 3-second rule.
So it's clear that the school here did absolutely nothing because these guys are clearly less educated than they were when they started. Because look, this is the first scene of this video, and here they are walking in one after the other and sort of tipping their hat at her, and here they are after finishing her class, and the first guy takes off his hat, the second guy takes off his hat, the third guy's like, am I supposed to take off my hat? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm just gonna keep on walking. And then the guys behind him are like, oh, Oh, he didn't take off his hat. Okay, I'll just and then they all just kind of leave without doing their stage instructions. And Gail couldn't get them to come back and do the scene again. She was like, hey guys, you did that wrong. I need you to go in and do it. Guys, where are you no, to come back. Oh, okay, cut. That's a wrap, I guess. So, to conclude here, great video. Gail, amazing job. If I'm ever riding my bicycle down the street and I see Lisa Gail Allred, I will immediately close my eyes after 3 seconds and crash into her. If you enjoyed this video, please remember not to like, comment, or subscribe because I fucking hate all of you. Get the fuck out of here. Good night.